Hello, I'm Claire. This is Clarobobbins. Welcome to Friday Sews. So, what am I wearing today? Well, I'm wearing the Sunday romper in the Minerva exclusive Bouquet Blooms, I think it's called. So it's a lovely French terry. The print comes in lots of different base cloths. It's one of their one of the ones they do quite regularly, and it's a favourite of mine. I have it on the viscose jersey as t-shirt, and I bought it in a quilted cotton. So that I can have a go at making a gilet in it. I love the print. I'm not sure, probably won't put them together because the colours are quite different depending which base cloth they're printed on. I have it in the activewear as well, and the activewear one is almost inky, the colours, but the remnants from this Sunday romper and my tidal dress that I made in this have worked really well with other plain French terries for activewear. So they work really well together. Love wearing them. So a definite favourite. So on to what's been going on this week. Life has taken over sewing a little bit. My sewing room, which some of you may know about, my sewing room is being renovated. So everything had to be moved down out of there and brought into, well, at the moment it's in my open plan dining room kitchen. So the lovely Mr. Bobbins has been so patient and helped me move everything and suggested where I could put things. All my fabrics are bagged up in black plastic sacks so that the light doesn't damage them or kitchen smells. So it's been a major upheaval, bringing everything down. There's not been any sewing time, or very little sewing time, but I'm just about sorted out and ready to go. So I did, however, have a bit of a treat with the lovely stitch fabrics coming to Smallwood. So Smallwood Village Hall, a lovely little local village. They come there quite regularly, probably 3 times a year. And, well, you know, I had to buy something, didn't I? So the last thing I picked up, I don't know why I'm doing this in reverse order, but the last thing I picked up, and I'd spent the whole of the morning looking at this, thinking, shall I, shan't I? I love the colour of this. It's a lovely chunky, quite a lot of wool in this, high wool content, knit, lots of recovery, good stretch and recovery. There's obviously some either I think elastane in it, but there's obviously a little bit of polyester in there as well. I'm going to make some kind of jumper from it, or cardigan. Haven't quite decided which. Probably a jumper. It will be a topper, because I couldn't wear this next to my skin. It just feels a little bit on the prickly side, as wool can be. So it'll be going over a base layer of some description. So my quandary is, do I hand stitch it together? Maybe overlock it first. I'll do some tests and cut some of it and see whether or not it does unravel. It doesn't seem to want to unravel at all, but I'll test it. Do I overlock it and then hand stitch it together? Because it's very bulky and I'm not sure how well my sewing machine would cope with it. And of course I would hand stitch knit garments I've made together, so you know. Do I try to cast on at the bottom and knit a hand knit rib for it? Might that work better than either trying to turn a hem or putting some ribbing on there? I'm a bit reluctant to have a rib on there that requires more washing than a wool jumper would. So let me know what you think. Have you made anything in something as bulky as this? And what did you make? How did you approach the ribbing thing? So I'd be interested to know. I'm very pleased with it. It's absolutely glorious. I'm just thinking of a pattern I bought from Beyond the Pink Door for a jacket, and I can't remember the name of it. If I can remember, well, I'll find it. I'll pop it on screen, and obviously the information below. But it might make a nice lined bomber jacket. It was one of the French patterns. I can't remember which one. Anyway, moving on. So hopefully it'll be spring soon, and our minds will turn to lovely floral dresses. So I've had my eye on this for ages, since I first saw it at Stitch Fabrics, which was probably at the Festival of Quilts a couple of years ago. Lovely, bold, monochromatic viscose. I want to say lawn. It's a woven viscose. It's probably a chalet. It's a beautiful quality one. Doesn't crease very much at all. Lovely, bold, big print. I'm going to make a big dress in this. It'll just be so nice to wear. Don't know who the manufacturer is. It's probably Italian. Yeah, love it. It'll really suit me. Those colours really suit my complexion. Now, at this time of year, all year, let's be honest, Claire, I don't have enough trousers. I never have enough trousers. I re-wear and wear and wear my me-made trousers because they're so comfortable. I need more. Because let's face it, the British weather is, it's not always nice enough to wear skirts and things. And although long skirts are fine, could make a long skirt with this, couldn't I? But long stuff. This is 100% wool. It is the most divine Italian wool suiting, and it's just beautiful. It's really fine, very fine weave. It would cost about £40 a metre to make now, to produce this, and Stitch Fabrics was selling it off. It's obviously they've had it a while for I think £16 a metre. So I bought the rest of the roll. There were a whole line of us buying it, and I said, I'll go last and I'll have whatever's left. So yeah, so I've got enough for a really nice pair of trousers, maybe a pair of wool shorts, maybe a skirt. We'll see. At least 2 garments. Now it's I'm not sure I can say on YouTube, but it's a well-known designer has been making coordinating garments in this recently. Don't know how long ago, but recently. But when does wool ever go out of fashion? Doesn't, does it? I'm not sure I can name them on YouTube. Obviously, it's dead stock fabric. It's what they're not using anymore. But I'm not going to say because I don't want to get in trouble. So there we go. And they've been making, this said particular designer has been making these blouses. Sorry, try not to hit my microphone. In this beautiful coordinating fabric that's the most buttery, soft cotton. Very like, if you think Liberty Tana Lawn, that's the quality of this beautiful cotton. A bit muted for my colours, but they go so well together. As long as I have an open neckline and maybe a scarf picked out, and there's a little bit of clearer purple in there, that does work for me. That I think if I can pick that out next to my face, and then keep this just away from my face, that will be fine, I think. It just works so well with this. I'm rather in love with this beauty. I want to say it might be a gabardine, this. I don't know if it's a gabardine or whether... But it is beautiful. Sorry about that. I think the builder's just arrived. The electrician, I beg your pardon. So excuse any noise from upstairs. So what else did I buy? Well, this is a different designer. Recently gone out of business. You might guess who it is. And this is 100% cotton, and it's the most divine waffly woven. It's like a tweed weight. Feels amazing. And I'm thinking wide leg pants, maybe the colder trousers. They seem to be a favourite of mine at the moment. And it looks black. It's actually a very dark navy, really dark navy. One of those that you'd have to hold it up next to black to work out which it is. So, and this is a panel from the previous designer, this one. This is a panel in the same cotton as this from this designer, not the one that's gone out of business. And it's lovely. It goes from this lovely dark to light. And again, it's this buttery, soft, fine. It feels like Tarnalon. It's not Liberty, but it's that quality Italian cotton. Just beautiful. So I've got enough of that to make a shirt. Might have to be short sleeve, I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe 3/4 sleeve to go with this. Sorry about that. The electrician's arrived. So this designer, this beautiful ombre effect panel. Oh, that's the wrong side. Helps if you've got the right side, doesn't it? There we go. So I'm going to do this. It has this lovely inky. You can see how it's quite, for cotton lawn, it's quite drapey, isn't it? So fine. I felt this, I just couldn't resist it. But these colours work well for me. And I've got this lovely inky, different designer. This is the one that's gone out of business. This is the one that's very much top, is that Italian designer. Though that's going to work so well with that. And I quite like, ooh, I need to overlock these before I pop them in the wash. It goes quite nicely with that as well, because the black in there goes well with this very dark navy. So, and I might even get away with that. I think they'll work nicely together. I think they'll be lovely. So there we go. So a bit of a fabric haul, bit of a treat for me in a kind of non-sewing week. So what have you been sewing? Have you experience of those big chunky knits? I'd love to hear what you think you might do with it. I know what I want to make. It's how I go about getting the right combination. I'll find that pattern and I'll pop that in the details below, and I'll pop a little note on the screen so you can see the one I'm thinking of. And yeah, very excited about what I've got. So that's all good. Quite excited about my new environment, my working down here temporarily, and very excited about my how my new sewing room is going to work. So I'll let you know how I get on with that. So I'm going to sign off now so that Mr. Bobbins can make a cup of coffee for our lovely electrician, Steve the Sparky. So something I didn't mention, and I thought I would when I put them in this morning, when I was talking about what I was wearing, I've got my favourite daisy earrings on that my lovely mum-in-law Marjorie bought me for my birthday. Ooh, probably four or 5 years ago. 5 years ago, might be longer. And it's a favourite pair of earrings. And I thought, oh, I haven't worn those for ages. And yeah, so there we go. So hello, Marjorie. And yeah, have a lovely weekend. Happy Friday sews. Hope you've got lots of time for sewing. And I shall see you very soon. Bye-bye.